So in Amazon Central, this is where you get to talk about you a little bit. It changes quite often what you can and can't do. So what I want you to have a look at here is when you go into the home page, you're going to find yourself here and edit profile. This is where a lot of the action is actually going to take place. So if we click on edit profile, that will then take you into your bio. Now, this is a screenshot of Essie Smith or Susan's bio page on Amazon itself. If you were to click on a laptop on her author link, then this is what would show up. We have a bit about the author here. Her current most popular book is Jarman's Jane Doe, her other titles, and then down here, the rest of the titles that she had. This is what readers get to see, and it's a great opportunity for you to be able to tap into Amazon's readers, giving some more information about yourself. And this is where this bio part comes in. So let's head back to Amazon Author Central. So we're back here. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that edit profile. And this is where we are now. And it brings you into this section here. So a couple of things I want you to take note of. One is over here is your author page URL. So let's say you were specifically wanting to send people to your author page. Maybe you might be doing a follow campaign for Amazon people. Then you would want to use this link. It goes directly to your author page. Now, if you don't see that link and it doesn't show up, there are instructions for how you can get that. And what I would say is get this to be as close to what your author name is as you possibly can. So if you don't have that, get that set up, because that's really important to help you with your marketing. Really clear and obvious links makes people much more willing to click a link. The part that I want to talk about here in this first part, though, is your bio. So over here on the left-hand side, typically what happens is we will fill out the in English one. So that's obvious. That's going to hit the markets like the US and the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and so on. And it's a fairly simple matter of clicking down here. If this doesn't show for you, click down here, add bio in a new language. Click on that. This shows up. You then select your language, which would be English. You would add your bio in. You can preview it, save it, and there it is. And that's often where authors stop. Irregardless of if you have translations or not, I would say to you, also fill out your bio in other languages of the stores where you are. Typically, your English books are going to show up in France's Amazon. They're going to show up in the German Amazon. They're going to show up in Spanish. They'll show up all over the place. What you can do here is translate your English bio. You can use like a human translator. You can use Google Translate or one of those options. Put it into their language and then fill this out. You would come in here, you would click on add new bio in a new language. The language you're going to select is French. You're going to put in the French version of your bio. And then what that does is in French Amazon, it will show up, your bio will show up in French. Now, even though your books are in English, your bio in being in French is more of a way of saying to your French readers who read English, but it's also about just acknowledging the fact that you realize they're French and you're making an attempt to meet them halfway around the language barrier. So it's really nice to have to encourage your English reading foreign readers, just to let them know that you acknowledge that, yes, you know that you haven't got your books translated and those things, your books are in English, but you're making an attempt. So for the major languages, I would just say fill out your bio for the places that you sell the most books in foreign markets. I think that's a really smart and wise move to make, just to show that you're relatable to people from a foreign language.
You don't have to do the author thing on your own. Opt into our newsletter and get the latest on all things related to business, marketing, and mindset for authors. We're just a click away.